good afternoon, and as you can see, we are finally back on the bank. We're at Horcott Lakes out near Fairford, right next to the Fairford airbase, so if I am filming during this and you hear an aeroplane, that's why. Yeah, we're at Horcott Lakes, we're in Peg 14. We've had a good walk round, and to be fair, the only thing I saw put me in this swim was a slick, like an oil slick that come up, which suggests there's fish moving around a bit of bait. That's the only thing I saw. I haven't seen no fish show. I've had a really good walk round as well, and I've not seen anything. So I've jumped into Peg 14, and we've got 48 hours ahead of us now. So yeah, first time, which well, feels like ages since I've been out on the bank, and it is. So it's really good to get out and get fishing. So I'll take you through the rigs and the bait that I'm going to be using, and hopefully we can put a couple of fish on the bank for you. I'll see you in a bit. Right, this is the first rig going out. It's going to be a solid bag. So a nice little, like, you know, 4-inch, 5-inch rig. Curl that up into a solid bag. That's a little size 6 Vardis gripper hook. Always use the grippers, and I've always said it, but they are deadly sharp. Little shot there, just tested that in the margin, and that sinks lovely. It's overweighted a bit, but I'm not bothered by that because it's in a solid bag anyway. On the hook is a Almond Special 12mm. Sits up beautifully, but that is so buoyant it'll hold up a size 4 for really 4 or 5 days, even longer maybe. But on a size 6, that's absolutely amazing. And I've been putting the pure liquids on there. Yeah, so I've been soaking these in the pure liquids for a while. That's the pure sweet, the pure fruit, and the pure cream. They work really well together, so I've just been putting them all in, letting them soak for a bit. So there's a lead there, hold on, there you go. That's an alpha lead, inline lead there. That's actually a solid bag lead. These are designed just for solid bags, and they've even got a little groove out of there, so you can fish them drop off if you want to. I've just got a little tail rubber there, just so I can mould me solid bag around it, and some sinkers, just to keep the line pinned down behind the rig. So what we'll do is we'll take you through how I do me solid bag if you want. So I've already, if I can find it, there we go. I always use the Fox Rapid Load system. It's so quick and easy, and I'm only fishing it at 8 3/4 wraps. If I was fishing long range, I would probably get some PVA tape and tie it off, but I'm only fishing 8 3/4 wraps, so I'm not actually that bothered. This is the mix that I'll be putting out in my bag. There you go, you can see that. That is the bag mix from CR Baits, and there's also some of the stick mix in there. And what that'll do is that'll find all the little holes and the grooves and stuff, and that'll fill in nice. So we'll put a little bit much. We'll put a little bit in the bottom first, just a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll just put that into one side at an angle like that. So when I put my rig, I'm very particular how I put my rig in. So that goes right into the corner, and that hook I want to lay nice and flat. There you go. So that hook is, you probably can't see that, but that hook is now laying nice and flat in the bottom. So it's not going to get caught up any pellets or anything like that. So then I've got a little scoop because it makes it easier. Get some, there you go, look, got some over the hook bait now. Give that a knock around. There you go, that's over the hook bait. We're going to put a little bit more in. There you go, and now we're going to put the lead in. And we're just going to pat the lead down like that. Look, I'll get my hands out the way. Just pat the lead down, and that pats all that down nice. So now we can hold that, get some more in. There you go, there's a bit more there. We just want to cover that lead. There you go. Now what I like to do is I like to make sure that tail rubber is at the middle of there. Can't see it very well, but and then give it a tap on your hand. That just ensures that all them little bits find all the nooks and crannies. Now I don't know if you can see it, but I've actually brought the solid bag too high. Okay, so now all I do is pull it down a bit. Now that gives me enough to twist it. So I twist, lick. There you go. And then push that down over the bag. Just hold that for a second or two. Just let that go off. There you go. Oh. Get that off nice. So if you've missed any bits, just lick underneath and make sure they stick. Like I said, I'm casting it at 8 3/4 wraps, but I still fold the corners in because it's habit. So both corners folded in. Just lick that down, that last little bit, and there you go. That's how I do my solid bags. A nice tight solid bag. Like I said, if I was casting it at range, I'd actually tie it with PVA tape, but like I said, we're only casting at 8 3/4 wraps. Happy days. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this solid bag out. Right, this is the next rig going out, and this rig needs no introduction. The Zig rig. So I've been keeping an eye on social media before my session here, and I've noticed a lot of fish been caught on sort of 3-4 foot zigs. So this is a, I don't know what it is, actually a 3.5 foot zig. That goes down to a lead clip. And that's an Alpha Leads Hexi lead, 4 ounce. I'm pinging it out at 20 wraps. I've looked at the map, I've got 95 yards if I want it, but I'm going 80 yards. I've seen a couple of slicks out there, but whether that's fish or not, I don't know, but I'm not going to chuck them on the bottom, I'm going to use zigs. I've already got a rod on the bottom, that first one that I've chucked out, so this is going to be the second and third rod. I'm not going to show you the third one because it's going to be exactly the same as this. So we'll put a couple of foam nuggets on the hook just so it doesn't tangle. That's actually a size 6 Vardis boilie hook, that is, and that is needle sharp. Just a zigger liner with a bit of black foam, and yeah, that's what's going out. So wish me luck. Right, I'll just quickly run you through the mix that I've chucked over that solid bag. It is just a mix of a lot. There you go. So we got some Ultra Nut there from CR Baits. That's the 15mm. So 12mm strawberry ice, again from CR Baits. We got some Monster Particles Monster Mix. And we got some maggots. I had some maggots in the freezer that I've had in there since last year. So I thought, why not give them a go. I've put a load of liquid in this. Lots and lots of liquid I've put in this. I've put some of the strawberry ice bait syrup in. I've also put some of the nut Mino, put some of that in there, and I've put some of the Ultra Nut glug as well. It's real thick, that Ultra Nut glug, so yeah, I've put that in. Everything in the CR Baits range works well together, so all them glugs work well together, so we put them all in. Plenty of attraction in there, plenty of attraction in there. That's been soaking since, it's Saturday today, so that's been soaking since yesterday. Got it all out of the freezer yesterday, so yeah, plenty of time to soak in and just give off all them food signals. So hopefully that gets us a bite. See you in a bit. Well, good morning. Not a lot happened last night, got to be honest. In fact, nothing happened last night, not a lot, nothing. So, but I tell you what, it is a bit chilly this morning. I think it felt like -2 last night. So I'm glad I brought me smock with me and me woolly hat. These old submerged smocks, they're really warm, so yeah, I'm glad I brought that with me. But the sun's out, it's just to the left of me up there, and it's warming up them top layers of water, so hopefully them zigs are going to come into play this morning or later on in the day. But yeah, I'm still quietly confident. I spoke to one of the bailiffs last night via messenger, or Les, and he said the fish have sort of been down this end for the last week. So yeah, I'm sort of, like I said, quietly confident, if you know what I mean. So, but I did see them fish showing long off the point yesterday. So if I see any more off of there today, after Matey's gone, I think he's going out about 1 o'clock, I'll probably have to sheep him up and get in behind him. Yeah, it's an absolutely stunning morning. So it's going to warm up real quick today. Yeah, so I'm feeling quite warm already. So, but yeah, like I said, pop over to the Submerged website. They got some really good clothing on there. Like I said, these smocks are really good and warm, like so. And these woolly hats, mate. These hats, these are absolutely amazing. These are, so yeah, I'm glad I brought it with me. Right, we're going to keep an eye on the water anyway, and hopefully we'll see a few fish show in. But yeah, that's the state of play at the minute. Like I said, not a lot going on, but yeah. So if anything does happen though, you'll be the first to know. Ta-da. Well, we've decided on a tactical change. I was going to move, but as the day's gone on, there's a new wind this morning, southwesterly wind, and as the day's gone on, the fish that have been showing have been pushing towards me slowly. So I found a new spot out there, 22 wraps. I've had a look at the map. I'm allowed 95 yards, so 22 wraps is within my water, so happy days. But yeah, so this is what I'm going for. The good old chod for nods. I'm fishing all 3 rods in one spot, but the bit to the right of the spot is a little bit dirty, a little bit choddy, we'll say. So I'm going with a choddy. Not too big, but yeah, sits lovely in the water, sinks nice and steady. And on the hook there, I've got a pineapple and empyteric acid pop-up, little 15mm. Obviously from CR baits. Smell absolutely beautiful, they do. So I've got a bit of like maize in the mix, so hopefully that's going to imitate a bit of maize. And yeah, I've got the bead, I've got the top bead at around 4 foot, 3.5 foot, because I don't know if there's like strands of weed. I have put a lead out there, and you do get a drop, but when the lead hits the bottom, it's real soft, which suggests to me it's a bit silty and a bit dirty. So we're going to wang a chod out there at 22 wraps and see how it goes. We're going to put a bit of bait on it as well, and hopefully we can get a bite. But putting all the eggs in one basket tonight, And yeah, hopefully we can snag a fish before we go home tomorrow. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit with the next rig. Ta-da. Right, rig number 2. We've gone a bit old school on this one. Gone for the good old fashioned hinge stiff. We've got the Vardis fluorocarbon as the boom. Just check that in the margin, and that kicks that away beautifully every single time. Little sinker in the middle, that's a Vardis one as well, and an anti-tangle sleeve. Again, we're going with a 4-ounce hexi lead from Alpha Leads. Really good kit. They've actually had a new website built now. www.alpha-leads.co.uk. Yeah, pop over there. Yeah, hinge stiff. And as a hook bait, we've gone for a Neutrine pop-up. A little bit of pink foam in the top, as I always do. I love pink. That's from CR Baits. They've just had a new website built as well. Go over and check out their new website. It's wicked. It's not just a shop anymore. It's more interactive. So it's got articles on there, catch reports, deals. Yeah, it's got loads of new stuff on the website. So yeah, pop over there. www.crbaits.co.uk. Yeah, so that's the second rig going out. The spot is pretty clean, but as I've never fished here before, I want to go with something that I know is going to fish. And this fluorocarbon, that'll sit over anything, but it'll also kick the rig away as well. So win-win really, innit? Right, I'll come back to you on the next rig. Right, last rig to go on the spot, 22 wraps. This rig needs no introduction. The Ronnie rig. Yeah, just why not? I've gone for a white pop-up this time. There you go. I've never really carp fished here before, so I don't know what colours work. So sort of until I unlock what colours work, what spots work, it's just trial and error. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be doing a bit of time on here, but let's just catch one fish at a time, shall we? So yeah, 22 wraps, the good old-fashioned Ronnie. Really nice sharp hook there from Vardis, the gripper hooks. The fluorocarbon, I always use this stuff on pretty much every rig I use, obviously apart from zigs, but every rig I use has got some sort of stiffness with it, and this stuff is just the nuts. Another hexi lead there, 4-ounce one from Alpha Leads. And obviously, as you already know, I don't need to show you this, but sinkers on the line, naked tail rubber, slick leg clip. We'll stick a bit of foam on there and wang it out there. Hopefully we get a bite. See you in a bit. Wow, got all 3 rods out on the money. Took a couple of casts with each rod, but they got to be spot on, you know how it is. Done something that I wouldn't normally do with bait. Yeah, put a lot in. Probably around 3 kilos maybe, give or take. But it's not something I normally do. Yeah, I don't normally do that. But coming here, I am stepping out of my comfort zone now. So I've tried the zigs last night and a little solid bag with a little bit of bait, but so I'm sort of like going Tom Maker style, if you will, putting loads of bait in, putting 3 rods on it and seeing what happens. So yeah, so we can do it in a minute. So we're going to wait. We've got till 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so yeah. Hopefully we can pinch on before we leave, but we will see. We will see. See you later. mini phone update. I've just lost one. God, excuse me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, I've just lost one. The right hand rod. The line was going through something, I know it was. Because as I was pulling back, I was having to walk back up the bank with it. And you could feel it just a little bit coming at a time. I don't know if you've had that feeling before with it, but... And then it just gave out, so... Yeah. Good thing is though, you know, barbless hooks. That was the Ronnie as well, so... Excuse me. The barbless hooks and the leather come off, so I know the fish is going to be safe, so happy days. But I'm not going to bother putting it back out because I've got another 2 rods on the spot, and I think I'll just make too much disturbance trying to get it out in the dark, so I'm going to leave it. And yeah, hopefully we can get another one. But well, good morning. As you can tell, I'm absolutely devastated. Lost that fish at 4 o'clock this morning. And to add insult into injury, a swan just went through my other 2 lines. So I've got to recast them. But they went out first chuck, so happy days. But yeah. I think it was going through a weed bed before the fish, if you know what I mean, because it was... As I was walking back with the rod, it was sort of like juttering, like it was going through a weed bed or something like that. So, and then finally it just gave way. So that's fishing, I suppose. All that effort yesterday, changing spots and putting new rigs on and putting loads of bait out. You know, it worked. You know, like a mate of mine always said to me, you got to take a positive from a negative. So. We've had a bite. So the spot works and the bait works, you know. Well, to be fair, see how baits works everywhere, doesn't it? So, but yeah, absolutely devastated. But there is a few hours left, so the rods are back on the spot. I've got a nice hot cup of coffee. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the water for a little bit, and then I'm going to start to pack down. So I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da! Wow, the lad next door just had a stunning £23 common. I was privileged enough to photograph it for him, but it's nice to see a fish from a new water, you know, even though I ain't caught it. It's nice to see someone else catching them, you know, just proves that they are catchable in here. Yeah. Stunning common, immaculate condition. So, yeah, amazing. But nothing for me. But yeah, get packed up and then get myself going. See you in a bit. Well, that's the session over. All the kit's in the car. Time to go home. I know we've lost one, but we've learned something. Hopefully if you're coming to Horcott, you can learn something by my videos. But we will be back and we will try and get one in the net. But that's it, so it's time to go home. I want to say a massive thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope you've learned something about the place. Stunning place, some stunning fish as well. Got to see that lovely common, so happy days. But yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. See you later.